Hi, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I am Monica Jansen, head kick-ass copywriter and strategist at Jansen Communications.
And I'm Nicole Krug, digital marketing strategist with Socialite.
All right, so today we are talking about a super fun topic, and it's how to market to Gen Z.
Which is what everybody's trying to figure out these days because they are starting to have the money and coming out.
Yes, the youngest of the Gen Z, it depends on who you're reading, but the oldest of the Gen Z are 22 to 24. So they are graduating from college, they're starting jobs, they've got money to spend, all right? So you can't write these guys off anymore. The good news, the good news is that you only need to really tweak your marketing a little bit. And some of this stuff you might already be doing. You don't need to throw away the marketing playbook.
Yeah, it's not Gen X to millennial, right? It's not that big of a leap.
No, that was a really big shift. All right, so I don't have this memorized, so I'm going to be reading. So things to know about Gen Z just in terms of their characteristics and their traits and what they value. They're self-drivers. They value authenticity and diversity. They care deeply about others. They are very social, and they are very concerned about inherited challenges like climate change.
Thank God somebody is.
I know, like income inequality, like some of the big challenges society overall is facing. All right, so that's who they are, so keep that in mind. When it comes to marketing, you need to formalize your brand values so they know what you stand for. So go back and look at your brand values now. You probably have some of them written down or they're floating in your head. Get them down on paper, all right?
And on your website, have a social responsibility page.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gonna be looking at that. Show how you care for others, okay? So is it the benefits that you offer your employees? Maybe you're very active in your community. You do a lot of volunteer work. You support different organizations. Talk about that.
Not my niece, but somebody like that just essentially took a job, and one of the thing that she told me is they are giving me pet insurance, right?
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
But that type of extra benefit is one of those things that's going to make it there, and so that matters both when you're hiring as well as when you're marketing your company values and what you can really do.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so you want to give them a lot of information so they can make a purchase decision. They like to do their research. This is their self-driver characteristic coming out. Kids are used to going to Google and looking stuff up and finding whatever they need.
Not on Google. They're using TikTok as their news and their face options. But
Going
to the internet.
My kids do use Google. So my kids are 16 and 20, just for some context. And I ran this blog. This is based on a blog post I wrote, and I ran it by them.
There you go.
I published it to make sure it was accurate. All right, listen to them, okay? The young adults in this generation, they know themselves. They know what matters to them. They know what they're passionate about. They're smart and they're capable. Listen to them. They might have some amazing ideas for new products or services, how to tweak what you have already. So ask for their feedback.
This is not the old school, build it and then force them to think they need it.
Nope.
Listen and integrate that. And I think she's talking about both the people that work for you as well as your audiences.
Yep.
If you ask them, they'll tell you.
Oh, they will.
They're not shy.
No. So last but not least, you want to create content that and experiences that accurately reflect your brand and your brand values. So always think about incorporating your brand values into anything that you're doing. People aren't going to see something once and remember it. All right.
Well, I think that goes beyond some people think, well, I can put a mission, I can put something. I mean, it's kind of like greenwashing, right? I can put something in my mission statement. I did it and I'm done.
No, you cannot do that with this generation. They are going to sniff out any posing that they see, and they're going to walk away, and they're probably going to tell people about it too. So, yeah, don't
be
fool with them.
honest and actually have real values.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.